District. I don't know if you like that or not, but you're back there where you were. Senator, thank you for your time. Here's the clip from, here we go, Meet the Press on Sunday, NBC, the question and answer.
No, I think the tariffs are going to be great for us because it's going to make us rich.
But you said some dolls are going to cost more. Isn't that an acknowledgement that some prices will go up?
I don't think a beautiful baby girl that's 11 years old needs to have 30 dolls. I think they can have 3 dolls or 4 dolls. Because what we were doing with China was just unbelievable. I'm just saying they don't need to have 30 dolls. They can have 3. They don't need to have 250 pencils. They can have 5.
Go ahead and riff on that. What did you think of those points he was trying to make?
Well, Bill, what the president is trying to say is we got to put the American worker back. We're not making things here, and we have lost thousands of jobs because of our unfair trade deals we've had with countries since World War II. Listen, Nixon talked about this. Ford talked about this. Jimmy Carter talked about this. Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama. The only president that hasn't talked about this is Biden, how we have been getting ripped off in this country, and we're no longer making products. And it's a serious issue. President Trump is the first president we've had that actually has a backbone strong enough to stand up and say, we've got to right this wrong, start manufacturing goods here. China has got rich off of our country. We have spent trillions of dollars building China's economy. 40% of all their goods they manufacture are sold back here in the United States, and they rip us off all the time. They rip off our technology. They rip off our companies that do business there. They have unfair business deals, and then they also take advantage of our farmers that ship goods over there by canceling products all the time and then renegotiating the deal once they're already on the ships in the Pacific. So President Trump is standing up to the bully China and saying enough is enough. And by the way, we've all heard about the Belt and Road Initiative. China was trying to do that to make all countries dependent on them. What President Trump is doing is blowing holes all in the Belt and the Road Initiative right now, which good on President Trump for doing so.
My money is still on like the China-U.S. tariff deal is the last deal to come in, and that could be sometime down the road. When I mentioned,
Bill, maybe. And I'll just say this, maybe.
Fair.
China has to have us because, as I said, 40% of their manufacturing goods are sold here. How many manufacturers do we have in the United States selling goods into China? Almost none. Yeah, so their economy is dependent on us.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that market's going to turn away from 300 million plus consumers in this country. Another topic I want to ask you about quickly, Senator. This is what the president posted on Truth Social. He said the movie industry in America is dying a very fast death. Other countries are offering all sorts of incentives to draw our filmmakers and studios away from the United States. Hollywood and many other areas within the USA are being devastated. We want movies made in America again. He's also suggesting reopening Alcatraz in the San Francisco Bay. I think as long as I've been alive, that jail's been closed. If you can, we have a different idea here in New York. Keep Rikers Island prison open in New York, as opposed to closing it and building 5 different jails throughout the 5 boroughs.
Well, I'm all about it. Let's have it Riker and let's have Alcatraz both open. So we've got the East Coast and the West Coast both covered, and put our most notorious criminals in both of them. So people understand we're a nation of laws again, unlike what we had underneath Biden. So I'm all about it. And when we want to start talking about criminals being punished, I don't believe in keeping them comfortable. I want them to regret the crime that they have committed, and President Trump is committed to making sure that we enforce our nation laws again.
All right, Senator, thanks for coming on. Nice to see you. Mark Wayne Mullin on a Monday. That has a ring, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure
it does.
Thank you, Senator. Talk to you soon. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me on.
Okay.